Hey, what is up, YouTube? Jacob here, and we're going over the third and final trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And I'm just going to get two things off my chest. And even though I'm not as excited as I usually am, it's because of these two reasons. Number one is, even though the trailer is amazing, I like it. It is an incredible trailer. But that's reason number one. And number two is the reason why I'm not so into it, is because they give you too much spoilers. There's a lot of spoilers in this. Do I have my camera right on this thing? I don't think my camera's right. Shoot. Who cares? Anyway, they give you a lot of spoilers on the trailer, and right now I'm just laying back in my bed. As you can see, I'm just laying back in my bed. But anyway, we're still going to go over the trailer because it's just for good fun, and I like to upload videos of this because I feel like even though you guys probably don't want to, well, of course you want to because otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on it, but even though I don't want to because I'm not really feeling like doing a video today, the trailer came out, I'm going to do a video on it. Tough luck for me. So let's just get started already. I've got to quit egging this thing on. So at the start of the trailer, we see that Owen and Claire are in Rexy's little, I guess, enclosure or cage or transport vehicle. As Owen asks Claire to come over, what I assume to be is some some kind of anti-drug to cancel out her tranquilizer. As Rexy turns her head over and completely covers Owen, and Claire asks, "Are you okay?" And he just sticks his thumb up in the air and says, "Yeah, I'm fine," which is kind of funny. And then we go over to some shots of the dinosaurs going over cliffs. We've seen that all before. Then we come to a shot of Claire talking to some, let's just call him a jerk for right now, talking about saving 11 species of dinosaurs plus Blue, which happens to be the last velociraptor. And this is the jerk I was talking about. Come on, he just looks like a jerk, honestly. Then we zoom over an island. Not much to say about that. As we come across the old ruins of the park, where we see the petting zoo, the innovation center, the T-Rex Kingdom paddock, Chris Pratt looking up in the canopy at the pterosaurs, as we come across Blue, of all things. Kind of strange, as we were already looking for. She gives a bellow and a roar, trying to tell him, "What are you doing here?" As we cut to some scenes that we didn't get to see in the first trailers, of him using this little clicking device that we've seen in the first Jurassic World movie, trying to calm her down, saying, "You know me. You know you can't stay here. You need to come with me." And this is probably one of the more surprising shots I was able to snap up. We see, if you could focus in on that, you see what's on her neck is a kind of tranquilizer dart or some kind of drug or poison. You don't know. Probably just a tranq dart. She reacts to it by roaring in pain, of course. As we see men coming in on all sides, surrounding her, making her feel nervous. Owen tells her to back up. Tells them to back up. Sorry, my mistake. As she keeps howling and snarling at people, she knocks over about one guy, jumping onto another guy as she tries to snap her jaws on his head. And this is what I would consider one of the more upsetting parts of this trailer, is the guy pulls out a pistol from his hip, and I was lucky to get this shot where he pulls the trigger, and it's kind of sad to me. It's kind of upsetting because we see her in shock and in pain as she slumps down to the ground. Then we see this shot of Owen looking over in shock and in just sheer grief as he realizes, what did they just do? Then we come over to some other shots of where we saw the Barry getting transported, and what in the far distance we see what looks to be Rexy getting transported too. Then we get to see a shot of Claire throwing a tantrum saying they lied, which, to be fair, I kind of expected that. We see a boat carrying all the dinosaurs as we come up to a cargo bay, offloading all the animals. We cut to some shots of Chris Pratt and, of course, who else? The Jerk, going over why and what they're doing with the dinosaurs. As we cut to another shot of Rexy just being tased and just caged in, and it just makes me mad to see this crap. We see people rolling up to what I think is Lockwood Manor. We see an auctioneer selling off the dinosaurs. And what dinosaur in particular? Well, right now we're seeing him sell a Ankylosaurus for what appears to be $6 million, $8 million US dollars, depending on if you could read that right. Then we cut to a scene of Owen and Zara saying they're going to sell off the dinosaurs. And she says, not Blue, they need her for something. Then we cut to a thing where it looks like little capsules, kind of like the embryos we saw Nedry smuggle off the island in the first half. And we see Dr. Wu conducting his evil experiments once again, as we see, what else? The Indoraptor. We just see a couple glimpses of it. It's shadow. We see it full on in the cage. And then we cut to the shots where we peek inside the cage and see it up close and personal. And I gotta say, it still reminds me of the frickin' 1998 Godzilla. It just does. We cut to a shot of Owen picking up a gun, saying, we're gonna stop this. Then we cut to a scene where he looks over to Blue, and Blue looks back over to him. He's saying, hey girl, you thinking what I'm thinking? And he says that in the last shot right here. As we see her take down one guy and then use her tail, which was kind of iffy in my opinion, but still rather cool to see. Sweep her tail underneath this guy's legs, knock his legs out from under him, and then we just see her screeching and shouting like she always does. I can't believe I took 2 pictures of this. Why did I do that for? What a waste of time. Then we start to see the lab blow up, the lab where she was previously held in the cage. We see her zoom past the camera, trying to outrace the explosion. Then we see her getting ready to jump. As it appears, she is going to jump right at this moment with a big explosion. Jump through a window, shrieking as always. See her shrieking as she jumps through the window. And I hope that this is the Jerk I was talking about earlier, getting picked up and taken away by the Pteranodon, because that's the fate this guy deserves. Really, it is. Then we cut to the scene of, I can't remember her name. It was either Lucy or Macy. I don't know why they would change it. I prefer Lucy. We see the Indoraptor's claws reaching forward. And then we cut to the scene of the Indoraptor's claws reaching out from behind a rooftop to help it climb on top of the roof. And then we get a cool shot of it just roaring into the moonlight like a freaking werewolf or something like that. Then we cut to a scene in the Jurassic World Lagoon where we see the Indominus Rex's skeleton, which is pretty neat, I'll admit. It's a nice little homage to the... shows us the grave site of our friend the Indominus Rex. As the guy in the submarine looks behind him, and he sees this big eye, which is, of course, the Mosasaur. Then he's on a ladder. There's this guy on a ladder. The Mosasaur leaps out at the guy with the ladder, and what else does he do? Just snaps his jaw shut right on top of this guy, probably about to drag the helicopter down with him. Then we cut to a scene where we see Owen kick open the door. He uses the assault rifle, points it at the Indoraptor, fires off at least 2 shots. At the very least, I heard 2 shots from this gun before we cut to this next scene where we see that those shots did not even faze the Indoraptor whatsoever. Then we cut to a scene where Owen calls Blue in. Blue shrieks at the Indoraptor, lunges forward at the Indoraptor, jumps on its back. Then we cut to the scenes we've seen in previous trailers, like the one where Claire and... I finally learned this guy's name, Franklin. Claire and Franklin leap off the cliff in a gyro spear. Then we see what is now confirmed to be a Sinoceratops, thank goodness, because I had a whole rant, kind of, on this kind of dinosaur. If you want to see it, just look up my channel, you'll find it. Then we cut to a scene where Owen and Claire are looking through the gyrosphere. T-Rex is chasing somebody on a helicopter ladder. Claire makes a really determined face as she makes a jump with this truck onto the carrier. The freight carrier, I think. Then we see the Indoraptor jumping onto this steel stairway, knocking its head into it, trying to bite at Owen as he tries to brace himself against the steel beams. Then we get a scene of Owen and Claire looking back saying, "If I don't come back, remember, you're the one who made me come here." And he just smirks and just walks off saying, "I'll be fine," which is all kind of funny. Then we still come to this scene where I think it's still pretty cool, where we see the mosasaur in the wave stalking the surfers, which for me as a Hawaiian, kind of scary because I like to surf and I can only imagine that. We come back to the scenes where the Indoraptor's on the roof chasing Owen and Macy, which I don't know how they got on the roof, thank God. At least they didn't spoil that. We see Claire pointing the assault rifle at the Indoraptor, which I don't know how that'll help because Owen already tried that, didn't even phase it. Then we come to the scenes where we see the Indoraptor staring dead at the camera. It still looks like a freaking Godzilla from 1998. It still looks like those little baby Godzillas to me. We see shots of it chasing Macy up the stairway as it is just clammed and cluttering up, banging its head against the walls, smashing its head through doorways. God, this is taking forever. The entire time I was taking pictures, it actually told me this is like 134 or 132 pictures that I had to take in order for this video to be uploaded. And I was like, what? No way. Couldn't be that many, could it? Then I looked and it was the overall camera. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum saying, "Welcome to Jurassic World," which I previously stated in the teaser trailer. The Indominus Rex coming through from on top of the roof, through the door, opening the door, which is a great homage to the first film of the Velociraptors opening doors. Why wouldn't the Indoraptor do it? Walking through the doorway, creeping up on Macy, reaching its hand over towards her. Then we see that drooling smile of his. And then that ends the trailer with this little emblem and, of course, the release date of the movie. God, this took forever. I am so tired. Whew. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer, third and final. And I gotta say, it's still a pretty good trailer. I just wish they didn't give us so many spoilers. Really though, it's gonna be a great movie, and I hope you guys do think about checking it out. Comes out June 22nd. 10 days after Jurassic World Evolution, by the way, which is a game we'll play on this channel. And it reminds me that I need to figure out a way to record videos on my Xbox, because I don't think I'll ever learn how to play computer games, guys. Honestly, I just won't. But I will find a way to, just play it on my Xbox and try to record it for you guys so you guys can watch it. And I'm sorry, my allergies are really kicking in. They're making me tired. They're giving me a sore throat. It is just killer. So I'm just going to wrap this up for right now. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell down by my subscribe button. Leave comments and questions and whatever for future videos down in the comment section down below. What else? Yes, next Monday is the anniversary of my 1 year on YouTube. And so far I've gotten over 60 subscribers, which is pretty good for a starting YouTuber like me, I guess. Though some people have been on it for longer and gotten well over 10 times my amount. Not even 10 times, like 100 or even 1,000 times what I've got. But either way, like I said, do all that stuff earlier. Until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, and aloha.